My favorite question, do you have an OnlyFans? And finally, I have a new answer for you. It is that time yet again. Yes, I am here on youtube.gov to give you all the tea. Hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Victoria Rose. I am a 24-year-old woman of transgender experience, and here on this channel, we talk about literally everything. From story times to femininity content to reaction videos to Q&As like this one. So if that sounds like fun to you, please make sure that you subscribe down below and join the family so that you never miss out on a new upload. Today I am doing a get ready with me to do this look, and while I do that, I'm going to answer some of your burning questions. Some of them are so wild and some of them I've been waiting for somebody to ask so I could tell all of you. I have some really exciting stuff in the works that you guys are going to see soon, and I'm kind of talking about it in this video, so make sure you keep on watching. And before I jump into that, I do have a word from our wonderful sponsor over at Catch Beauty. Hi there! If you know me, if you've been following me for a while, then you would know that body hair removal and permanent body hair removal has been a huge roadblock in my transition. For years, I had to shave my arms and my legs every single day if I wanted a smooth result, and I had already spent thousands of dollars hand over fist at salon and electrolysis lasers on my face and my bikini, so I was just not interested in spending that money on my whole body. So I did some research, and that is when I found Catch Beauty's at-home IPL laser hair removal device. This laser is my top recommended method of permanent hair removal and permanent hair reduction. Like I said, used to have to shave my arms like every single day, and you can see here I have no hairs. The ones that I do are like blonde hairs that wouldn't be picked up anyway. With our IPL handset, you can get salon quality results at home for a fraction of the price. Also, it's in the comfort of your own home, and you can use it anywhere on your entire body. Instead of booking a section for your calf and then your thigh and then your tummy and then your chest, girl, you would be in a salon for years. On top of their incredible products, I really love what Catch Beauty stands for. They have been supporting the trans community since day one, providing us with resources. Catch Beauty wants to help us through even the hairiest parts of our transition. So whether you are trans, not trans, man, woman, somewhere in between, if you want permanent hair removal and permanent hair reduction, I highly recommend you click the link in my description box down below, check out the Catch Beauty at-home IPL laser hair removal device, and use code ROSE to get money off your order. Thank you so much to Catch Beauty for sponsoring this portion of today's video, and without any further ado, let's dive into these questions, girl. Okay, here I am, bare-skinned up on YouTube. I got my hair back, and you see I'm wearing my new favorite tracksuit. It's a matching top and bottom set. It's Hello Kitty X Pusheen. Chris got it for me, and it is so cute. I'm just so unbelievably happy. So we are going to jump into the base and the questions. I'm not going to like sit through each product that I'm using because it's not. This isn't a tutorial. By the way, I'm using this mirror from the dollar store, and it is like, oop, there you go, falling out all the time. So I'm thinking about getting a new mirror, but I don't know if I want to get the Trixie mirror or the Kimchi Chic mirror because it has like the lights. Let me know in the comments which one you think I should get, because this literally is broken. Okay, first question is, are you excited for your wedding? Yes, absolutely. I am so excited for my wedding. It is coming up in May. It is currently March when I'm filming this, and girl, you better believe there is a lot of planning going on behind the scenes. So the venue is booked. We have everything all set. We've gone there twice just to make sure everything's good. I love the venue. I also love my dress. The one that you saw in my try-on video with Truly, it's not actually the dress that I ended up choosing. I was going to, but then I went back and they got more dresses and I tried them on. Girl, this dress is perfect. It's funny, I'm like not nervous for it at all. I'm not even like stressed. Like, I'm not stressed about wedding planning. I'm not stressed about anything else. It's starting to creep up a little bit of the stress because things like the minor details, like a pillow for the ring, like the coordination of exactly how I'm gonna walk down the aisle, like everything else, it's still in the works. But even then, I'm not that, I just want to be married. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just want people that I care about to be there, and that's really it. So as long as everything goes fine, like we have the cake all set up, we have the food. Actually, funny enough, we're doing a brunch wedding. So we have 2 brunch options and then 1 chicken just in case someone doesn't want like brunch. What is your favorite hobby? I don't know if I have like a ton of hobbies as much as I do just like little things that I enjoy. I recently have just started doing my nails. If you haven't seen my last video where I do them on camera, go watch that now. But I've been doing my own nails and like looking up different techniques and seeing how other people do their nails. It's so fun. So I'm having a great time with that. I initially started college as an art major. So I do love art. I used to paint a lot. I haven't in a while. Oh, and lately I'm not like exactly a Disney adult, but I love playing Disney Dreamlight Valley, bitch. It's so good. I haven't felt this way about a game since Animal Crossing in 2020. So that should tell you that like I'm obsessed with Disney Dreamlight Valley. Yes, it crashes every 20 minutes. Yes, Donald Duck is annoying. Yes, it's still in an early release stage. I don't think it's even like officially out, but it's so good. And Disney really knew what they were doing with that, because now when I play, I want to like put Disney movies on in the background and like all sorts of stuff. I love that I'm saying I'm not a Disney adult, and not only am I saying that I play the Disney game and I have Disney movies in the background, I'm currently in my AirPods listening to Disney like Dream Wedding or Fantasy Wedding, whatever mix, because it's just like piano and violin of Disney songs. Have you ever thought about moving to a country that's more trans friendly? Well, actually, when I initially saw this comment, I was like, well, I live in the United States, so it is true that we're safer here than we are maybe in, you know, Iraq or Iran or I don't know, other places, but not really, not now. With everything going on, with conservatives just begging and pleading to get rid of transgender people, to use someone's quote to eradicate transgenderism from the United States. Grow up. In fact, actually, that is a huge reason why I haven't been posting as much. I haven't been as motivated. Like, I just haven't, whatever, because the whole fucking country is against us. And I've gotten DMs from people saying like, you know, any advice for trans women that are dealing with this emotionally right now. I know Trump recently did a speech where he said he wanted to ban all gender affirming care for all people of all ages in the United States, which, by the way, I've had bottom surgery. If I don't have estrogen in my body, I will get osteoporosis, I will age rapidly, my skin will start to sag, my bones will become brittle. I could literally die. Like, I need gender affirming care. It is life-saving, literally. So have I considered moving? Yeah, I've considered moving to like Canada or something. I would never. I live in the United States and I just wouldn't move anyway. It's a jungle out there, you know, and I wish it was different for us, but it's just not. And this is my home, so I'm gonna do what I can to fight to keep it safe for girls like me. Do people recognize me in my community outside of social media? So I don't know if they mean, in my previous video from last month, I told y'all that I was sort of a local celebrity just because I was trans in general, and that's it. Not really in that sense anymore. I feel like most people either don't know that I'm trans or they just like, I've been living my truth for 10 years, so there's really no like surprise. I don't even live in that same area anymore, so it's not like that's gonna show up. But I will say I am, you know, no celeb. I am definitely not like famous by any stretch of the imagination, but because I am in such a niche market, I guess, like for trans people or parents of trans people or partners of trans people, I do get recognized once in a while we're out, especially actually when I got bottom surgery. I got recognized in like the offices and stuff because there were a lot of trans people around. On the day-to-day, definitely not. I don't get recognized, but it's happened in like grocery stores or anything else. They're like, do you have a YouTube channel? And I'm like, yeah. Do I generally get noticed? No, I don't. Do guys ever hit on you? Yes, obviously. I mean, like, most people who see me out in public don't know that I'm trans, and that's not me trying to like flex and be like, I'm so fucking passable and so cunty. Like, no, people just don't assume that you're trans unless you really look trans, and I just kind of live my life. So yes, I get hit on at like Walmart, at bars, at like gas stations, whatever, but generally I'm not alone. I usually have my fiance with me, so less often for sure. How are you so gorgeous? Lots of determination, genetic luck, and a nip and tuck here and there. While this bake sets into my face, I'm gonna answer this person's 3 questions, which are, what do you like to eat? What is your favorite soft drink soda? And what rock band do you like? So as far as rock bands, y'all know that I love Greta Van Fleet. I love Greta Van Fleet so much. I love them. What do I love to eat? Really anything. I love salty things, I love sweet things, like really anything. I will mess up a pizza anytime, any place. I love burgers. I love sushi, I love cupcakes, I love pastries. Really, if I were to pick one thing, probably pastries. Now, what soft drink do I like? I was going to say that I don't really drink soft drinks, but I'm totally lying because I love Diet Coke. You guys know I'm a DC girly, 0 calories. Does anybody else, when they bake their under eyes, feel like they can't see after? Like there's so much powder in my eyes. I'm gonna bronze my face, but this person said, do you have any advice for coming out as trans? I've been in hormones for 3, so it's only a matter of time now. For 3 what? 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years? I don't know. I'm going to assume that because you've been on hormones, you're over 18. I don't know if you're still living at home or whatever else your circumstances are, what country you're in. My advice will change from person to person. I do have a video on coming out, so I'll link that right up here. It's very old, so my biggest tip is that not coming out is so much harder than coming out. I know it's terrifying to come out of the closet. I've come out so many times. As any trans person could tell you, like, I came out as bi, I came out as gay, I came out as trans, I came out as a bi trans woman. But none of those experiences were harder than if I had just not lived my truth. So my biggest tip is to remember who you are, remember the life that you want to live, and just know that doing this hurdle is so much easier than lying to yourself and lying to everyone around you for years. Outside of that, I would say give people time to understand. Don't give them, you know, years and years of misgendering and misnaming and whatever, but allow them to come to terms with it. You've had your whole life to think about it. They are just finding out now. So give them time to kind of process. Don't accept disrespect, but understand that there might be some slip-ups here and there. How tall are you? I am 5 foot 9 inches and this many centimeters. I don't know what that means. I know what centimeters mean. I just mean I don't know how to translate 5'9" to centimeters. My favorite question, do you have an OnlyFans? And finally, I have a new answer for you. Yes, I will be making an OnlyFans or a Patreon, either one. I do currently have a Patreon that I don't really use. However, as you guys may know, I am a collector of vintage Playboys. Anything from when it was made in 1953 up until it stopped producing, and I think that was in like 15, but really I collect anything from like the 50s to the 2000s. Now I did do a censored Playboy tour on YouTube here. I'll link it right up here and down below, but it didn't do that well because it was censored and it was age restricted and it was a mess. So I know, I'm not stupid. I know all of you really want me to make an OnlyFans, a spicy content website where I am nude or having sex or whatever. I'm not going to be doing that, but what I will do is I will be uploading full-length, uncensored Playboy tours where I am dressed cute and maybe scantily clad. I have a Playboy bunny set with, you know, like the corset and the collar and the ears and the cuffs and everything. And you can see the full uncensored videos on either my OnlyFans or my Patreon. Let me know which one I should make, because I know OnlyFans has a huge stigma, but you can also subscribe for free and then purchase videos individually rather than having to subscribe monthly for all the videos. I'm hopefully gonna have it up and ready by the end of the month. So once it is, I will link that down below as well. How to deal with minority stress. By this question, I'm assuming that they mean how do you deal with the stress of being a minority? Especially, of course, with everything that's going on right now in the United States. It's dangerous and it's terrifying. The best advice that I can give you, I'm still figuring this out myself, so I don't have a perfect answer for you, quite frankly. But my answer now is you need to create a safe space for yourself in your own home. So you need a space where you don't have to think about being trans constantly. You're not paying attention to the news and all the horrible things going on. It's important to stay up to date, but it'll consume your whole life. Now, that won't erase the struggles that you're gonna go through in the day-to-day life, but you have to counteract the stress that you face. Also learn how to regulate your emotions and not be stressed by everything, but also things are fucking stressful. So go home and have a bubble bath. Go look at my gender euphoria video. Go look at things that'll make you feel good, because at the end of the day, bread and circuses, bitch. Bread and circuses. We need fun little things to keep us happy and not realizing how awful everything is. My best advice is hang out with your friends, try not to focus on politics, on the atrocities happening in the world, and hope for the best. How do you date as a trans girl? People match me and then unmatch me as soon as they find out that I'm trans. Help. Put that you are trans in your bio. Not everyone's gonna read the bio and stuff, because many people have matched with me previously and then I said, did you see in my bio that I'm trans? And then they say, oh, I didn't see that, and then they unmatch me. But put it in your bio. Most of those people will see right off the bat. I know that you don't want to project yourself as being trans, especially if you are living stealth in a new city, a new town, a new county, whatever. You might not want to put yourself out there and have your face and the word trans underneath, but it's important, it's good for your safety, and it's also gonna protect you from a lot of heartbreak. Have I seen the video where Michael Knowles says to eradicate transgenderism? Yes, of course I have. And I mean, refer to my previous answers for your answer to that, because it's a struggle for me as much as it is for all of you. I've seen it. What are my thoughts on it? You know, the GOP has always been against us, so it's unfortunate. It's not a surprise, but it's unfortunate, and all that we can do is register to vote, make sure that you vote, show up to the polls, protest if you can, and cross your fingers, because there are some significantly dark clouds on the horizon. Am I friends with Steph Zenyatti? No, but I would love to be. Steph, if you're watching, hello, please DM me, because I love your videos, love your content. I also am tired of the internet and being on social media, and I also love to game. What is my favorite place to travel to? I have gone all across the continental US, and I would say, honestly, maybe New Orleans. I was going to say Arizona just because I love the Grand Canyon, it holds a lot of significance to me, obviously, with being proposed to there. But New Orleans was so fun. New Orleans is so fucking fun. Great music, great culture, great food, poetry, art, dance, like so much life there. It's so wonderful. I love New Orleans. If you ever get the chance to go to New Orleans, don't go alone, bring someone with you, but it's so fun. Even if you don't really drink, which I do, obviously. But even if you don't drink, go to New Orleans. It is so fun. Should a trans woman do anything differently than a cis woman when searching for a surgeon for a breast augmentation? I would ask your hormone provider, your endocrinologist, whoever gives you your hormones and gender affirming care, to give you a list of gender affirming surgeons. There are some surgeons who, actually, I'm pretty sure the person that did my bottom surgery also does top surgery for trans girls. When I was going to get my breasts done, I first went to a consultation to someone in a city pretty close to me, and he did trans women, cis women, everybody, and he was going to give me 600 cc's of silicone over the muscle, which would be, for a frame of reference, I have 325 cc's under the muscle. So I would have had these huge circular tits. And he was like, well, I mean, trans girls love to look like dolls and, you know, like big and sexy, right? Find someone who understands the workings of a trans mind, and more importantly, understands how to make your breasts look natural when you may have little to no breast tissue. Because a lot of trans girls will get their breasts done and it looks like two circles up here, just hard circles. But breasts are supposed to be sort of a teardrop shape where it slopes and then comes down. So the only real suggestion I'd give you on that front is to ask your trans sisters around you for a good surgeon. What is my favorite music category? I'm assuming by this you just mean genre. That's a great question, because it really just changes month to month, week to week, day to day even. Pretty much anything other than country. I can't stand country music, maybe just because of where I was raised, but I can't stand country music. With every fiber of my being, I can't stand it. I love hip hop, I love metal, I love like bubblegum pop, I love hyper pop. I used to be a huge raver. I used to go to raves all the time and like listen to EDM and like house music, jungle, all sorts of like fast-paced music, and I still like that, but I just can't go to raves anymore. This person says it's kind of personal about post-op sex. Is there any change in sensation, and if so, what? I have many videos detailing all of the changes that I've had from bottom surgery, so I'll link that playlist down here. What song have I been listening to on repeat? Anything by Pink Panthers. I do love Boys a Liar Part 2 with Ice Spice. It's still very good, but I love like the fast feminine energy of Pink Panthers. So good. I love Attracted to You. Boys a Liar, obviously. Her song with Willow really just takes the cake for me. It's so good. Any feminine way to dress tips? Girl, I'm gonna be doing a whole different video of femininity bootcamp in terms of clothing, so stay tuned for that. What is something that is typically considered masculine that you enjoy doing? I mean, I love to play video games. I don't know that that's necessarily inherently masculine, but I do think people associate gamers with men. Now, I'm not playing like Call of Duty or GTA or whatever, but I do love video games. I like Metroid, you know, I like Pokemon, I like Animal Crossing, obviously Disney, but I mean, I guess not so much on something that I like, but a trait of mine, I'm very competitive. I don't like to lose, ever. That's why I don't really play games like Super Smash Bros. Or Mario Kart right now, just because it gets me so mad. How's life been? I see you've been taking big steps. Have you felt nervous or pressured? Life has been great. Really just busy with wedding planning and continuing to do YouTube stuff. I haven't really felt any pressure or nervousness, I guess. I mean, as far as the wedding goes, I've been doing fantastic. I'm very excited. I'm not nervous. I don't feel pressure for anything. It's my own wedding. I don't care. As far as YouTube, as far as work, yes. I have come to realize I don't enjoy being in the public eye at all. I used to want to be a celebrity. I used to want to be a Kardashian. And I just don't at all. That sounds like literally my worst nightmare. So I feel pressure to create, but I've been feeling more inspired than anything else. So less so pressure, more inspiration, like a fire lit underneath me. I'm gonna rapid fire through a bunch and then show you the finished products. I'm just gonna do like lashes, a little bit of like additional brow tail, and put the hair down. So let's go through. My battery is dying. So do you like elephants? Obviously, who doesn't like elephants? What inspires you? What inspires me is knowing that eventually I'm going to have children and I'm going to have a family to provide for. So I can't, you know, exit life early because my kids won't have a mom. I can't, you know, fall down a well of despair because I'm gonna have children one day and I wanna be able to show that I can manage my own emotions and teach them how to manage theirs. So my future children inspire me. And lastly, best advice for trans women. My best advice for everyone right now is to have a thick skin. People want to, quote, eradicate us. No matter how sunshine and rainbows the world is, it's never going to be 100% accepting to people like us. So we have to come to terms with that, have confidence in ourselves, in our own womanhood, to not get validation from external sources, but to know in our hearts that we are women, that we are beautiful, and we are worthy of love and respect. More than beauty, more than hormones, more than anything else, you need to have your mental psyche level. Okay, I'm gonna go put on lashes and put my hair down and stuff, and I will be right back. And here is the finished look with the lashes and a little bit of lip balm on and just the rest of the brows and the hair down and all of that. But yeah, I am still wearing my Hello Kitty X Pusheen tracksuit. It like matches. Hold up, I'll show you. So this is the fit with the matching top and bottom. You see Hello Kitty and then Pusheen down here and all the balloons and shit. So yeah, that is the completed look. If you made it to the end of the video, then you have some insider knowledge that I am wearing this exact makeup and hair look and everything to film the Femininity Bootcamp right after this, and I'm wearing the same top underneath. Thank you all so much for your questions. I love doing these videos because I feel like we have more time to be like one-on-one and get to know each other. If you want to be part of our next Q&A, then please make sure that you follow me on Instagram. That is where I put on my story the submissions for the Q&As. You can submit all of your questions there. I'm also thinking about doing like a Google Doc maybe, If you guys are interested in like a advice or a confession or a Q&A Google Doc where you can anonymously submit things, let me know. I've been thinking about doing that. So that is all for me today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed it, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. It helps out my channel so much. And until I see you next week, good luck. I love you.